What's up guys, Leroy here, and today we're talking about some business stuff, but it's gonna be a little different than usual. I'd like to tell you guys just about how I got started in senior photography. It's about that time of year where all the students are getting ready to graduate. So we are transitioning from school and yearbook photography into senior photography. And I tell you, this is how I started in it. I started with my cousin, Handon. Rest in peace, he died through a tragic accident several years back. I started with him. He was like, can you take some photos of my friends? And I was like, sure. And I took some of him because he really wasn't interested in taking senior photos, but I did take some of him as well. And they came out great. His friends he introduced me to, I told him, I said, hey man, I need 2 or 3, really outgoing people, preferably girls, because they talk the most about photos and they're the most excited about it. And he introduced me to 2 people. It was Alex and Cassidy, and they were awesome. They were just so excited. I really was new to photography at the time. I think at the time it was like 2013, something like that, and got some great photos of them. And they were like, hey, we know some other people who'd want you to take their photos. And I was like, cool, bring them on. So we went to another school across town, a larger school, met some people there, took some photos of them, and they start telling their friends, and then they start telling their friends. And that's kind of how our senior photography business started. But as I was in this business of senior photography, I didn't really understand the impact that we were actually having on these students. Today, I'm still talking to a lot of my first clients from 2013. They're now getting married, they're starting families, they're having babies, so we get to reconnect through photography, doing photography for them. So that's exciting. But when I first started, I was thinking, hey, I'll take your photos, you give me some cash, tell somebody who else might want to do it. It was never supposed to be, in my mind, anything like on the scope of what we're doing today. It was just something I love to do. I had another job, kind of doing it on the side, trying to figure everything out. And the good Lord, I tell you, he's always got a plan for you. He made sure that things were not going in the favor of me working other places so I could focus on what I'm doing today. And the reason why I started with seniors was, like I said, I got introduced to it by my cousin, but I really started because I felt like I connected with youth. I was about 23 at the time. I wasn't a pastor or anything, so I was like, how can I can still connect with young people and be like a mentor, because I had like a mentor when I was in high school. It was my older cousin Eldridge, and he would always kind of guide me and tell me things. He was probably in his early 20s when I was getting out of high school, so I confided in him in a lot of things in life, and he always he was a straight shooter. So I felt like it was my opportunity as a senior photographer to have that opportunity to be a straight shooter for some other young people coming up. And I mean, I can't believe we've shot probably thousands of seniors over the last 12 years. And there's a lot of them that we still talk to, and they're like friends. Like y'all saw recently on my Instagram, we posted Josh and Bethany. I met Josh in 2017. I met him before 2017, but I did senior photos in 2017. And now he's getting married this year in December. And it's like, these relationships that you create with these people, they don't have to end. They can be forever. There's a lot of great people out there that you're gonna meet in this craft, and it's cool to kind of watch them grow. I'm older now, I'm late 30s, so now the students that are coming in are much younger than me. I got 20 years on them almost now. So it's interesting to see how the dynamic is transitioning with the seniors now versus when I first started. It was like, oh yeah, mom, I'll talk with them because I'm pretty much their age or close to their age. And now I'm almost to the age of where my kids are almost in high school. So now it's more, hey mom, I'm kind of clicking more with mom, but I'm still staying connected to the students because I'm in that world, in that field, always working in schools and stuff, which is cool. So this video is very all over the place, I know. It's just kind of coming from me, just kind of coming from however it's coming out of my head. So just bear with me on it. But I feel like whatever it is you decide to do in your business, whether it be senior photography, baby photography, sports photography, school photography, wedding photography, event photography, commercial, whatever type of photography you do, focus not on the job, but more so focus on the relationship. Because if you're a corporate or commercial photographer, guess what? People move to different companies. People move to different jobs. People take new positions. And they're going to remember that you were the guy or you were the gal or you were the person who they reached out to and always came through for them and always gave them good quality work. And as a baby photographer, you grow with that child. Like there's some kids that I started photographing when they were 48 hours old and now they're 6 and 7. And it's like, is baby photography my main photography? No. Is family photography my main thing? Absolutely not. But there are those families that you just connect with and you just stick with them, and it's like about the relationship. And I find it very interesting how we as people connect. Even though it's for something else, we find other ways that we tend to work together. And like I said, these are just my thoughts. It's like nothing rehearsed. It's really coming just as it comes to my head and I'm just spilling it out to you. So if you're a photographer and you feel like you don't quite know what your niche is or where you're supposed to be in it, don't be afraid. Just keep going after it. Just keep going. And if you fall, get back up, go back after it, get at it again. And senior photography has taken me many places. I've been in fields in the woods, I've been on football fields, I've been in gyms, I've been in airplane hangars, I've been in lakes. It's so cool. Like, I didn't realize this is what I was gonna do for the rest of my life. But I'm happy that I was obedient and I just stayed the course. And this is pretty much how I started in senior photography. And how that one genre of photography, portraiture, was the thing that kept me wanting to come back every year into the business. So like I said, if you're struggling, you don't know what you want to do, just keep trying, don't give up, don't quit, and don't look back. And if you need encouragement, shoot me a message on Instagram. You can find me at PhotoLeroyT. I'm always willing to answer a message, encourage somebody. And because I remember when I was first starting out, it was tough. I didn't have a lot of people who I could talk to in my network. Photography 10 years ago was a lot different. Nobody was really sharing. Everybody was kind of doing their own thing. It wasn't that people weren't sharing. It was like they were more reserved. They were more closed off because, I don't know, people were getting burned a lot. And I feel like now we're at a level of photography to where everybody wants to share. Everybody wants to see everybody grow. Everybody's understanding that there's so much opportunity out there. We don't need to hoard it all. We need to share. And like I said, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to journal and let you guys see me as I grow and grow alongside y'all. So I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching that last video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot of great things. If you have questions, put them in the comments below as usual. So I want to give you guys an update on what we got going on. So I will be speaking at the following conferences starting in January. I'll be at SPAC in Las Vegas. That's going to be at the end of January. You can find the dates here, which Elijah will put. And then also we'll be speaking at Imaging USA in Louisville. That's the day for that conference. And then we'll also be speaking at Sync in Orlando. And I'm super excited about Sync. Sync is the first conference that reached out to me. I went there several years back. Darty is just amazing. So I'm super excited for Sync, which will be in February. You can find the dates here as well. So can't wait to see you guys in person. We're also working on some workshops that we're gonna have possibly in the Lake Charles area. If you want to travel in, we give you guys all the specifics to spend some time with us and learn a little bit more about photography and how we do it, just a little bit more in depth. So stay tuned. Visit LeroyTatamy.com to see more information about upcoming workshops that we're going to actually host at our studio. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, stay cool, be good. If you can't be good, then be careful. All right, later.